when you're putting together your application for the EB2-NIW, the first thing that you need to do is actually for you to understand the requirement that you need to meet for you to put in strong application. The moment you are done with that and you have a list of requirements that you need, now the second thing that you must do before you go further in your application is to have what I call the comprehensive CV of you. Now, let me give you an information here. The comprehensive CV that you develop for your EB2-NIW is not the regular CV that you use for job when you're applying for job. Yeah, it's similar, but this one has to be very detailed. It's not summary. It's not like a one page. It could be as much as 6 pages, 7 pages, 8 pages, as much as you can. But let this CV be a comprehensive details about you. So in this video, I'll be telling you 10 things that you need to have on your CV. You can reach out to my community. I'll share you the link on how you can get a sample of this type of CV. However, if you want to develop this CV yourself, you can just go online and pick this. However, you need to have minimum of these 10 top headings on your CV. Number one is what I call the professional summary. This should be similar to like your endeavor statement, but make it like more detailed. Like it talks about your endeavor statement, yeah, and also had other things that talked about your speciality, how good you are. That's your professional summary. That's number one. Number two is that putting your education, yeah, in the order of hierarchy, the highest one at the first. If you have a PhD, put your PhD first, then put your MSc, then put your BSc, and the way you want to put it. If you have highlights in your education, try to put that there. That's second one. The third one are your experiences. Now, let me explain something for you on these experiences. Now, of course, your recent experience first, then you talk about your other experiences. Please, when you are writing your experience, ensure that you keep in mind your endeavor statements. Keep in mind what you are trying to apply for, what you're trying to push forward. Do not put yourself forward as an accountant. However, in your endeavor, you're actually putting in yourself to become a software developer. There's no correlation between both of them. So make sure that the job role and what you deliver on that job, let it be what will sell you. Let it be something that who is writing your letter of recommendation for you talks about exactly the same thing. So when you're writing about your job description, please write about detailed of what you have delivered in terms of your experience is very much important. For example, if you put it as your most recent role, you're an HR manager, you are trying to put in your endeavor has more to do with you are a DEI for in HR, for an example. On this your CV, try to explain something that you have achieved on that role and responsibility. So in this case, you can add in your responsibility on a day-to-day basis and what you've done. That is number three. Number four here is please ensure you have a list of your certification. Every certification you have done and every training you have done needs to be on your number four. Try to put them in details. For example, I'm CIPM, I'm this, I'm that. Put the list of your certification in details. That is, put the body, put the certification, and put the date you got. It could be also be year. You don't have to go to the month, just write the year there. For example, maybe you are ACCA by this body, then put the year there, then you find. That is number four. Now, number five that you want to put here is that you've had some honors, you've had some award, yeah? List all those awards. For example, this award you want to put here does not have to be external award alone. It could be external award, it could be internal award. Put them there. Any award you've gotten, whether from your company or you got it maybe where you want it somewhere, put those awards there. I call that one honors or award. That can be number five on your CV. Number six on your CV is what I call professional affiliation. Yeah. These are the bodies that you belong to. Maybe you're an HR person, for example, you belong to Institute of Personnel Management, for example, that could be a body that you belong to. If you belong to National Nigeria Institute of Management, for example, that's a body that you belong to. Put all the affiliation, the body that you belong to, that you're a member of. Remember, during the course of your application, you're going to be calling out your professional affiliation, the body that you're a member of. So when you are able to have this in your CV, it also helps you when you're putting your document together in your cover letter. So that is number 16 that you want to have on your CV. Number 7 are your core competence. Yeah, those are the skills that you have. Please call out your skill. It could be leadership, it could be HR, it could be AI, it could be blockchain, it could be data analysis, it could be anything at all. It could be medicine, it could be part of medicine. Any core skills that you have, try to put them as number 7. It could be your core skills, it could be your core competence, it could be software that you use. Please make sure that there are things that are related to your endeavor. Remember, it is all about your endeavor. It's all about the merit of your endeavor. It's all about the national importance of your endeavor. It's all about the impact of your work in the real sense of it to US as a whole. So try to make sure that you core competencies that are more applicable to your letter of reference, your letter of recommendation, to what the expert are saying about you, and also what you are going to be talking about yourself, yeah, in the course of your application. Then number 8, things that you want to put here are your speaking engagements. Yeah, maybe anywhere you have trained before, or places in which you have spoken, maybe some seminars in which you have spoken, some workshop in which you have spoken. That is like your number 8. And number 9 is what I call the media and publications. Yeah, maybe you have shown up in the press media before, maybe a particular news media, national media, TV media, maybe that's on YouTube, for example. I'm not talking about your YouTube channel. I mean, maybe CNN, for example, interviews you and it's on YouTube, for example. That is part of what I'm talking about here on media. For example, maybe you're a PhD student or you are a doctor and you have written some peer reviewed articles before your publication. You can also put that your journal, like that has been featured in the journal before. You can also put that there, that number 9. So I call that one media and publication. And the last part here, which most people normally forget, is what I call the volunteering. Yeah. Yeah, in the course of our professional work, there are times in which you might have volunteered, maybe as a mentor, maybe you are a board of director for an NGO, a non-for-profit, for example. That is also like a big one for you to be able to put in your application and say, this is actually who am I? Yeah, in the real sense of, because if when your reviewer want to go through your document, yeah, the person might just go through your CV first and have an idea of this kind of person. So you want this CV to be as detailed as possible. Remember, the CV for EB2-NIW is not a summarized CV. It's like a book of knowledge and information about you. Let me run through the 10 of them again. Your professional summary, number 1, education, number 2, experience, number 3, certification, number 4, your honors and award, number 5, affiliation, number 6, core competencies, number 7, speaking engagement, number 8, media and publication, number 9, and volunteering, number 10. Yeah, if you can put this 10 together, then you're good to go. Yeah, so until I see you again, my name is Ola Diamonds. I'm the strategist. Have a lovely day. Bye.